Hello everyone, I'm Sabrish, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Now we are going to discuss about the implementation of performance management system. This is the final process of performance management system, that is performance management implementation process. These are all the four steps involved in the performance management implementation. First one is an set expectations. It involves the accountability of the employee, objective of the company, performance standards by the employee, behavior of the employee, and development plans by the companies. At the same time, it meet with each employees to discuss with the result and behavior or expected from them. Next one is an second step is an observe and help the performance. It involves the ongoing feedback, reinforcement, and the give updates and resource to the organization, and observe and collect performance informations to the employees. That means keep track of example good and bad performance on a daily basis. These are all examples will used to during the performance review process to highlight what improvements they are need and what they already knocking out from the work. Third step is an assess their performance. It involves how assess behavior and the performance form. As we discuss about that access behavior, that effort will always lead to result shows consistent improvement over the time, or if they are several different way to do the job at right and get a good result. Assess behavior if the effort and result aren't connected in obvious very direct way result that take months to develop, or if the bad result can come from factors outside of the employee's control. Next step is an review result with them. So this is the final step to the employee and discuss how they are performed during the review period. Share the observation, assessment, and feedback, and to ask employees for their opinion on what they did well and what they need to improve on. Next one is an challenges in implementation of performance management. First one is an lack of alignment. First step is a lack of alignment due to various organizational process being created in the isolations. The link between strategy development, budgeting, and operational planning is developed by different group of peoples with different framework being used in the formulation of the alignment. Next one is lack of measurement. The second challenges that happens various level on the organization in that poor measures are developed in many cases. Targets are set but not relevant measure in put in a place. In other cases, no data can be collected or else it's kept as evident to track the performance. Leadership. Next one is an leadership and management commitment. The leadership and management commitment challenges has huge impact on interacting and aligning management systems to deliver an comprehensive performance management system. The commitment and the understanding of leadership and the management of the requirement for achieving an workable performance system is critical performance success. Next one is an managing of the performance system. Managing a performance system in an organization requires a disciplined framework. It requires the organization to work off one master plan that broken out into relevant parts of areas and responsibilities. The management responsibilities at various level need to understand the contracting and the measurement development with performance process uh, played in consistently with the employees. Next one, managing poor performance. The management of poor performance is normally a reactive action, but in many cases it is delayed and therefore turns into a discussion that is difficult to make an relevant part. So, in another reason, poor performance is not managed on time is the lack of valid measurements and the collection of required evidence and measurement the data with valid evidence. Next one is an strategies for effective implementation process. First one is an define and communicate company goals and performance objectives. So our employees cannot meet our performance expectations or company goals if they are not clearly outlined with the objective. First step towards effective performance management. Sometimes employees are not as a clear. They could be when outlined their goals or company objectives. Often the employee do not come forward to ask follow-up questions when they are confused or unclear about the work. Next one is an utilize performance management software. If we are not already using performance management software, it may be time to consider trying it out. If we already use one, it will be it not saving you any time. Your team complains about the low employee engagement. It may be absolute and it need to be upgrade the performance management software. That software can really streamline our performance management strategies too. Next one is an offer frequent performance feedback. Why? Clearly communicating company and individual goals is an essential step for any business. Communication alone is not going to get you all that far from the companies and the employees. Our manager will also need to check in with teams and the employee periodically, not only to the progress but also provide the feedback. Good performance feedback reinforce strong skill sets and positive behavior while showing the opportunities areas with a clear path of improvement for the employees. Next one is an use peer reviews. Another great way to foster effective performance management is to utilize peer reviews, also known as 360-degree reviews. Again, this is a feature that can be found on most performance management software programs. Peer reviews are usually because they allow to practice other highlights the positive aspects in the performance as well as point out whether improvements can be made by the employees. Next one is an a primitive management and recognition. On the way of guarantee result in the workplace is to implement the reward and practice primitive management systems. In simply mean that our employees always know what is expected of them, so there is never any guesswork or needed to consequences in the workplace. Next one is an set regular meetings to discuss outcome and result. In the process report or progress meetings, setting time to meet with our teams and seeing how things are going in our goals and objective that important for meeting those goals and objectives. It means that the process of uh, that process of that the process of employees engagement also meeting can be held weekly or monthly or as often see the fit or not. The following up or peer reviews, discussion prizes, and areas that need to work within the team. Recognizing those team members actively meeting in their goals and objective with the reward incentives. Discussing the plans for the next phases of project review. Discussing the company data like some revenues, customer involvement, market campaigns, success, etc. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.